February 1st, 2026, today, is one of the coldest days in the history of all of Orlando. I mean, the current temperature is 24 degrees and the feels like is 11. I really don't know how to handle that. So like any logical person, I decided to go outside and stay in a theme park all day. But I'm not just here to have fun. Here are my 4 objectives. Objective 1, break a world record. I mean, if we're gonna have record-breaking cold, I might as well take advantage of it. Objective 2, find the best cold day only snack in the parks. Objective 3, ride the tallest and fastest roller coaster at Universal on the coldest day. And objective 4, find the one person in the parks who is still too tough to wear pants. Yep, that's my breath. Let's go do this. So I headed into Islands of Adventure with clear plans and objectives. What I did not plan for was this. I literally just walked into the park, and the first thing I see is icicles. You do not think icicles. Which just shows you exactly how cold it actually is today. I mean, that's something I never thought I'd see here. But I do think it's going to help me with my world record. Okay, let's jump right into this. I don't think you understand how cold I am. I live in Florida now. I'm not used to this. I'm really, my blood's thinner than it used to be. I guess Florida's rubbed off on me, but it is freezing. Now, world records are not something that I take lightly. I've always wanted to set a world record, and to be honest, I think this might be one of my only chances I've ever actually had. This is ice cream. And it's not just any ice cream. This is butterbeer ice cream, but none of that really matters. What matters is when you get ice cream in Orlando, most of the time you have a very short amount of time before it melts. I mean, literally seconds. So today, I'm going to set the world record for the longest anyone has ever had ice cream in Orlando without it melting. Now, I did try to do some Googling and even asked ChatGPT, and they don't really know what the record is, but we're going to use our best judgment. We're smart people. We can figure it out. We'll sit here until we think that time has passed. I feel like I'll put a timer up here too, but I need a timer myself or else I'll lose track of time. Let's fire it up. Let's set a world record, guys. Let's start it in 3, 2, 1, go. That should do it. That should do it. New world record. And we're going to keep him. I mean, how often can you just walk around with some ice cream in your backpack? Universal we'll be good there. Please don't spill. But since we are sitting here staring at Velocicoaster, we might as well go knock that off the list as well. Plus the wait times will be a little bit shorter this morning, I think. Okay, one of the most surreal parts of this is the fact that I have walked into Hogsmeade probably, no joke, 5,000 times at this point. Never once have I been like, oh, the snow makes sense. It makes so much sense. Like it's kind of magical being in here on a day that is so cold that these icicles, they exist elsewhere. These aren't real, but they exist elsewhere. And the snow could exist. I mean, earlier this week, we were projected to get a little bit of snow. We didn't, but I'm still holding out hope. But yeah, this is really cool. It just kind of felt more like Hogsmeade than it ever has. After exploring Hogsmeade for the next little bit, I decided it was time to tackle my second objective, and that is riding the Velocicoaster. However, before I could even make my way over there, I got a notification from the Universal app that I've never seen before, but that's when I learned a valuable lesson, and that is that apparently Florida rides also don't like the cold. It's just a Florida thing. Okay, here's the deal. After I got done with the ice cream, I was going to go ride that. That is the Velocicoaster. That is the tallest and fastest roller coaster here at Universal. It goes up to 70 miles an hour, and it is 155 foot tall, particularly in that section right there. But, like most of the outdoor rides right now, it is closed. And we're not sure if it's going to open. They gave me like an idea of what temperature it had to be before it would open, and according to my phone, not sure it's going to get there. They said 36, 35, somewhere in there. They weren't really sure. This is uncharted territory. So, I don't know what to do now. I have like 15 layers on right now too, so I can't really move. Struggling. So since basically all the outdoor rides were closed, and I was here way before lunch, I decided to head over to Universal Studios by taking the Hogwarts Express. And when I got there, I knew there was only one thing that I could logically do. Grab a hot butterbeer. I knew from the second that I was coming here today that I was going to get at least one hot butterbeer, if not four. And everyone else has the same idea. There are so many people walking around with this exact cup. I wonder how much hot butterbeer they'll actually sell today. I bet the numbers would make you sick because this thing is $10. Three things. One, I'm very cold. Two, I think I'm going to struggle finding someone in shorts. Like that doesn't seem like something that's going to happen today. And three, I really hope Velocicoaster opens up. Or I kind of don't, but like I set out those objectives, so I kind of do. Like I don't want to fail, but also if I don't ride it, oh no. But butterbeer is gone. Let's go get some hot food, like soup or something. Before leaving Diagon Alley, I decided to go see if the dragon was breathing fire for two reasons. One, a lot of people gather in front of that, and I can see if anyone is wearing shorts. Two, it'll warm up my hands because my hands are freezing. And unfortunately, neither one of those things happened, so let's just move on to food. So one of the reasons I want to find some hot food, other than the obvious, the whole it's cold thing, is it's part of what I miss about home. So like I said, I've been down here in Florida for 4 years now, and I haven't got to go home as much as I thought I would. Just stuff gets in the way, you get busy, people have separate lives, but growing up in Tennessee, we had some really cold days, and we had like a lot of snow days and things like that. My mom used to make amazing beef stew, and on days like today, I dream about it. It would really hit the spot right now. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So we're just going to go around and try to find some warm food here to fill that gap. But before we do that, Ice Cream Shack. Get the old Blizzard. Oh, okay. I got afraid there for a second, huh? The first stop of our food journey, Minions Cafe. They've got soup. So this is Minions Cafe, which is a cafe themed to the Minions, shockingly enough. But if you look around, it is absolute mayhem everywhere, and everyone loves the Minions. They even have like vending machines and lockers. This is great. This place opened almost 3 years ago, if my memory serves me correctly. And on that day that it opened, I tried the entire menu. And there's one thing that I have not gotten since that day, and it is the soup. The only reason I got it that day is because it was new. So we're going to order us some soup for the first time at Universal in like 3 years. They love yellow, by the way, if you can't tell. It's their favorite color. I've been sitting here for about 25 minutes, and I still hadn't got my food or my drink, and I realized I never put in my table number, so really smart. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I know this is green, but it is basically just tomato soup. And one of the things that made me want to come over here and get this is when I was growing up, when it would snow, one of the things I always looked forward to was the tomato soup and grilled cheese. And of course, the best part of a grilled cheese with tomato soup is dipping it. This looks less appealing because of the green, but that's okay. That's okay. So the grilled cheese is actually like a pimento grilled cheese, and I love it. Pimento cheese is one of those things I don't have very often anymore, but anytime I do, I enjoy it. While this was good, and it definitely has hit the spot because it's so cold, I don't think this is it. I don't think this is the best cold weather food that you can get here. I think we can do better. So as y'all know, I almost always have a backpack with me when I'm in the parks. And I had to pack it a little bit differently today. Like I didn't bring all the same stuff. Like normally I got like a poncho and things like that. But I brought some winter stuff. Like a scarf. Got a scarf. The thing that just fell out was a carrot. You may be asking, Tyler, why do you have a carrot? Well, just in case it snowed, I wanted to make sure I had everything to build a snowman. So I brought buttons and some googly eyes as well. You just never know what kind of mood you want your snowman to be in, so I brought both. And if you're wondering why the buttons are so small, because they are. If you read that right there, it says buttons for snowman or shirt. I don't know if it focused. I cut those off of a shirt last night that I don't really wear. I couldn't find buttons at Walmart. And then I brought some more like essential stuff. You know, I got hot hands, an emergency thermal blanket in case I get stranded here or something. Some Campbell's chicken noodle soup. I don't really know how I planned on heating that up, but like I said, I like soup when it's cold. So just some pretty normal and hopeful stuff when you're gonna face some cold weather. I feel like Thunder Falls is one of those places that's underrated and just doesn't get mentioned a lot, but I think maybe one of the reasons that it doesn't get talked about a lot is because their food is all so hearty. I mean, look at this. So this is the rice bowl with pernil. It's roasted pork shoulder with black beans, sofrito rice, cojita cheese, and plantain chips and salsa. It's a lot of hot food on one plate. This is unbelievable. I mean, it is so good. And it's all hot. You can see the steam coming off of it, which is always, I mean, look at that. I mean, look behind me. I feel like, I mean, there's some people right there. I feel like not enough people come here, ever. Even on a cold day like today, this place should be packed. I feel like Islands has such a variety of food. I mean, as far as the old parks, like the North Campus, Islands and Studios, Islands just feels like it has restaurants that are not theme park restaurants everywhere. But something when I bit into this just came into my mind. This is close. This is close to being that perfect hot meal, but I have something in mind for that. At this point, I feel like I was just walking to stay warm and also to walk off some of this food. And something about being in all these layers is just uncomfortable. But this next food spot is a place I probably haven't visited in 3 or 4 years. So this is the shepherd's pie jacket potato over out in front of Diagon Alley. I thought about getting the beans one. Apparently that's pretty popular. Beans on a potato in the UK. It's not popular here, so I didn't get it. Y'all should let me know, like, if I should try it. But this, I have had this a long, long time ago, before it was this cold. This seems like a lot, but on cold days, sometimes a lot is right. Yeah, I think that's what I want to say. That is perfect. There is just no shot that I would want to eat this on a normal 90-degree day down here in Florida. I mean, look at the steam coming off of it. I'll be honest. I think we did it. I think the jacket potatoes are the ultimate cold day food item at Universal. It honestly may take another 30-degree day for me to eat one of those. It's just so much. I think like a family of, I guess we won't be eating any more of that. So I decided to head back over to Islands of Adventure, but to be honest, I was kind of running out of hope. I kept checking the app, nothing was opening, and of course, I was still not seeing anyone wearing shorts. But once again, walking into Islands was a surprise, because that's when I saw this. It looked like there were people actually on Velocicoaster. I can already tell I'm losing my voice, but now for the moment we've all been waiting for, except for me. The moment you've all been waiting for. Sounds fun. It's time to get on Velocicoaster. I gotta put my stuff up, and I hope they'll let me keep like jacket and everything on, because it's still very cold. Air temperature is 42, feels like 31. Okay, unfortunately, we got put on the bottom locker. I don't know if you can even see me, but we got put on the bottom locker. So I'm gonna go jump on Velocicoaster, and I hope I'm still okay when I see y'all. All right, bye. Oh my God, I'm frigid. So, Velocicoaster. It was pretty cold, but it wasn't that bad. I was in like the 4th row, so I had people in front of me. I can't imagine being in the front row. That would have been awful. Like my face just feels numb, but that's okay. That's probably normal. The most exciting thing is with that, we mark off the 3rd of our objectives. And I'll be honest, I think that might be the last one. Because as much as I've searched today, I have found 0 pant deniers. Everyone's wearing pants, which makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, I've got from here to the car. And maybe we'll see something. But let's just take like one more lap, see if we can see any calves out today in the 30s. Leaving the parks, 2 things happened. One, I finally saw someone wearing shorts, which is crazy. Kudos to that guy. And the other, probably the most unexpected thing of the day. I think I broke another record. I think I might be the only person ever to take ice cream to go from Universal Orlando.